What's up guys, I'm Frosty the Sandwich, welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Today I'm bringing you 5 tips on Invisible Woman. I've been playing a lot of her and I'm currently ranked Celestial 3, so hopefully I'll be able to give you some tips to rank up yourself. Tip number 1 is you can melee weave your primary attacks, leading to the third melee proccing her Agile Strike ability and resulting in 100 damage and a small push on any of the targets that you hit. This actually increases your DPS, but you have to be close to your target, so think wisely on who you use this on. You can also add your force physics at the end or at the beginning, either pushing or pulling them to deal a lot of surprise damage and letting you duel against DPS heroes. Tip number 2 is don't forget to recall your shield when it's done healing. This is a major source of healing for her, and the more often you let it break, the lower your overall healing will be throughout the game. Recalling it at a higher health makes the cooldown much shorter, so the sooner you recall it, the quicker it will be available again, as it has to be back at full health to be used once recalled. And if you let it break, it'll be 6 seconds, which is the max cooldown that it can possibly be. Learning when to recall the shield versus just moving it to another ally is a vital part of her playstyle, and I can tell that it's going to take a lot of hours on this character to truly master this ability. One last tip about it is it's incredibly helpful at countering dive. If you suspect you're about to get dove, put your shield on your other healer or someone close to you so that you can stand near it and both receive the benefits of its healing, and this combined with your push and vortex will make you a menace for dive characters to deal with. Tip number 3 is Psionic Vortex is an anti-air ability that can be very hard for flying characters to deal with, and this works on Storm, Iron Man, Hela, Magneto, and Namor. I've found that it's particularly effective on those 3 characters and causes them a lot of problems, basically making them a sitting duck and giving you a lot of time to kill them. It does not work, funnily enough, on Moon Knight while he's gliding. It doesn't work on Star-Lord, and it does not work on Doctor Strange while he's levitating. Tip number 4 is you can use your push to counter some really big ultimates by just pushing them away from you or your team. And Doctor Strange is one of the biggest candidates. It's a huge ultimate, so being able to save your team from it is game-changing. Same thing with Spider-Man. He usually likes to get in close, so just pushing him away is usually enough to stop him. A big one is Psylocke. You're actually quick enough to react to her, or the ability comes out fast enough to actually push her away in the initial startup animation. And you do have to be fast, but you can make it work. Iron Man's another one, although it's a little less effective. You can throw us off his aim, but he can always readjust. Tip number 5 is you can ping enemies while you are invisible, allowing you to scout into enemy territory and figure out what they're up to, as well as give your team vision on them as they come into the point. This is particularly effective against flankers who like to come around to the side or even behind you. It'll basically make it so they can't get the drop on you and your team knows exactly where they are at all times. One thing to note is that they will be able to hear your voice lines when you're doing this, and some enemies will figure out where you are, like that Panther did. Thank you so much for watching. If you like content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. And until next time, stay frosty.